shit!
This is Mike. The Louisiana native has quickly become a YouTube basketball fan favorite. His resume speaks for itself. He played Division I basketball in New Orleans, and after graduating even worked his way to a spot in the NBA G League.
Harden with 4, with 3, Harden, step back. Woo!
Given his impressive background, there's no way some YouTubers would be able to beat him. Right? In this video, I'll be scouting the strengths and weaknesses in Mike's game with the goal of helping out his next opponent. If he pays attention, he could avoid ending up like this guy. Mike's shooting is on a whole nother level. His jump shot is pure. He shot almost 41% from 3 on over 90 attempts in his last season at Loyola, making him one of the best shooters in the country. Whether it's a catch and shoot, a pull-up, or a step back, his form remains the same. You can tell this guy has put in countless hours owning in his craft, but what's even more impressive, at least in ones, is his comfort in the mid-range. A lot of guys I've scouted before can shoot threes, but not that many are as comfortable shooting off the dribble. His elite footwork is what stands out here. Unlike most YouTubers who switch up their mechanics, Mike's footwork is consistent. He primarily uses a hop step to get his shoulders square and to get his shot off cleanly. Mike's mid-range game sets the stage for his signature move, the step through. Defenders know he can shoot, so they're often a little too eager to contest his shot up top. Once he sees his defender commit to block, he pump fakes and gets an open look at the basket. So while it may be tempting, it's smart to stay disciplined and to live with him taking semi-contested pull-ups. One question I do have for you guys is whether or not he's traveling on some of these moves. He has gotten called for traveling on it before, but the refs have been pretty inconsistent. To me, if you switch pivot foots before releasing the ball, then it's definitely a travel. But I don't really know, I'm not a ref.
Ooh, that's tough.
Mike also has a variety of moves to get to the basket, especially when attacking left. He seems to have a counter for everything defenders throw at him. For one, he does a great job of using his off arm to swipe away at hand checks on his way to the basket. The move forces defenders to actually move their feet rather than just holding on for dear life. He also has a great in and out move going left to create space and to freeze his defender. Finally, if the defender is able to stick with him on the drive, he'll spin back right for the easy finish.
Yes, there we go.
Defensively, Mike is pretty solid on the perimeter. He isn't scared to sit down and press up, even against elite offensive players. He makes a concerted effort to keep a hand up, and is able to get a surprising amount of blocks out at the three-point line. On drives, he slides his feet well, and he's able to cut off open lanes, as he does here against Hezzy. He's also a pretty disciplined defender. He resists the temptation to jump on pump fakes and pivots, and forces defenders to take some very difficult shots. Unfortunately for him, he's had several games where his opponents seemingly couldn't miss, despite his good defense. But I wouldn't say that these losses came from a lack of effort defensively.
Hezzy with the dribble, spin move, Hezzy, beautiful block by Harden. Uh-oh.
Like any player, Mike has areas where he can improve. One of his biggest weaknesses is his ability to finish through contact. On offense, he tends to get frustrated when defenders bump him off his drive. It looks like he expects the same type of calls he would get in a real game, but it's simply a different level of physicality in a one-on-one setting. Defensively, he's got similar issues. Mike tries to play clean basketball, but that's not going to cut it in this format. Watch here as Day drives to the paint. After the pivot, Mike should be bodying up to prevent the layup, but instead he tries to stay off of him completely and even asks the ref for a 3-second call. Now let me tell you something. You're never going to get a 3-second call in a game of one-on-one. Against players who use their physicality to their advantage, Mike can struggle. He's going to have to be more aggressive on both sides of the ball if he wants to consistently come out on top.
And we can go. Drives the lane.
As a side note, Mike also has this terrible tendency to shoot really deep threes for seemingly no reason. While he can definitely make these shots, there's really no advantage to starting your possession from 4 feet from behind the three-point line. I'm sure he would shoot even better if he just took a couple steps in, but if I was guarding him, I would just let him shoot from here.
Waited too long.
Overall, I have Mike ranked in my all YouTube first team, right next to Uncle Scoob and Fomby. He might be the most skilled player I've scouted so far, and he can definitely compete with anyone in my ranking. However, being a pro in 5-on-5 is one thing, and the YouTube one-on-one scene is another beast entirely. While he might be the best ISO scorer on the ranking, I would hesitate to bet money on him against more seasoned one-on-one guys like Nesco and Scoob. However, these are just my thoughts, so let me know what you guys think about his game, and comment below who I should scout next.
I feel like you mean you scoring, but it looks like you just playing mad cool. Feel me? Turn this shit. You ain't gonna play another one-on-one this whole day. Feel me? So like, give it all you got. You feel me for the 21.